When he looks at the door of the crate or moves towards it, you're going to put a cookie right inside the door where he doesn't have to go in, but he can just eat the cookie.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I should have told you you need those.
Here, should I have his kibble here too? Is that?
That's fine. Yeah, use the kibble.
Okay.
When I say treat, it can be whatever he will eat in this situation. Who's a handsome boy, Rueben?
It's right there.
So try not to have cookies in your hand.
Okay.
After you say, well, sorry, we're going to say yes when he looks in, and then you're going to take a cookie out and put it in the crate.
Yes. Okay.
Got so many soft things in there, you can't find it.
Yes.
Good. So pretty soon he's going to figure out it's the crate.
Yes.
So on the next one, you're going to put it a little further in, so he has to put a foot or two in to eat it.
Okay. Yes.
Good. Let's just wait and see if he'll walk back in a little bit. Yes.
Yes.
Nice job. You can put it all the way in there, yeah, since he's in there. And now you can feed him another one while he's in there, staying in. And so the object would be to do this a few times a day, just for a couple minutes like this. And you would work up to closing the door. So I think right now he looks pretty comfortable. Put a couple cookies in, close the door and immediately open it. And then you would say, okay, and give him a cookie outside of the crate. So okay will be his release word, or release, or free, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, he kind of knows that one, so that's good.
And so now if you went back to that doorway again, I'm betting you he would probably go in pretty quickly. Here we go, let's see. We'll just wait.
Yes.
There you go, lovely, Mom. So the better he gets at it, the less we feed and the more we ask for. So that time you waited till he got all the way in there because you knew he was going to go in there. Mm-hmm. Then you can give him a couple for staying and practice closing the door again. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yes.
Oh.
Nice. And so now the next time he walks in, I want you to say whatever you're going to call crate.
Okay.
So go to bed, go to your crate.
Kind of like.
Yes. I call it.
Should I close the door again?
No, you can say okay and let him out.
Okay.
Nice job. Yay. And so as you begin to do that, once you can close the door for 15 or 20 seconds while you're right there playing the game, mm-hmm. You can then close the door, stand up, close the door, stand up, take a step back, let him out, and mix it up. Sometimes don't close the door at all. Sometimes close it and just step out of the room and come back. If he cries out, you went a little too fast.
Okay.
The goal is that he doesn't ever feel the need to get frantic because you're leaving the room. so that when you leave the house, he won't be nervous either. He'll just like, oh, it's just that game again. She'll be back. The rule is, which I love this woman who did this place called Happy Crating. He's going in.
Yes.
That's so cute. See, he gets it. It's amazing how fast they will do it when we give them the choice, rather than like, get in there. And they don't know what we're saying. Again, they don't. So, so Happy Crating, he should be satiated. So he has his regular feed. He's not going to bed hungry. He's also tired, has gone to the bathroom, whatever way he might need to at that time of day. And then that there's something yummy to entertain him. So whether it's a snuffle mat, you don't need a snuffle mat. He has the most amazing bed in there I can see. Scattering a little bit of kibble in there, or giving him a Kong with just a teeny smear of peanut butter with some kibble in it when you start getting out of the room, or when you're going to go out and like make coffee and come back. Then it'll give him something a little bit longer duration. And I would pick something that you will feel comfortable leaving him with when you're going to run to Quick Check, or when you're going to run out and you have to go out for a couple of hours, so that you can have the same thing kind of every time. And maybe once in a while you change it to cheese instead of peanut butter, or it's, you know, wet dog food instead of, but so that he gets something bonus when it's a longer time in the crate without you. So that way the longer times are actually more rewarding, right? It's a harder job, he gets a better paycheck.
Okay.
And that'll help him really adjust to being alone. If your mom and dad are interested, they can play the game too, or they can play it with you, where you can play the game and you're all sitting in the living room. And then after you close the door and give them some kibble, everybody leaves the room. Because that's going to be a little different than just one person leaving the room. If everyone's there and he goes in the crate and then everybody walks out, it's a little different. So you can kind of vary that as well. Pretty soon, he will just go in when you ask him to and be like, okay, cool, what's coming next? Mm-hmm. So that's the first one. 2 to 5 minutes a training session. Could be 2 minutes of crate and then a little break, and then 2 minutes of leash walking and then a break, and then maybe 2 minutes of something else.